Joseph's dreams, Genesis 37. Jacob had 12 sons, but it was Joseph who had a special place in his heart because he was Rachel's son. To show everyone that Joseph was his favorite, Jacob gave him a fabulous coat to wear. It had long sleeves and was made of fine material, woven in all the colors of the rainbow. All Joseph's brothers were jealous of him, and it didn't help that Joseph told Jacob every time his brothers did something wrong. In fact, his brothers hated Joseph so much that they were hardly pleasant to him at all. One night, Joseph had an unusual dream. In my dream, Joseph told his brothers, we were all working in the fields, tying up bundles of wood, when suddenly my bundle stood up straight and your bundles bowed down to it. His brothers were not impressed. Do you really think you're going to rule over us? They asked and hated him all the more. Later, Joseph boasted to his 11 brothers about another dream, which made them even more angry. Listen to this, he said. In my dream, I saw the sun, the moon, and 11 stars bowing down to me. He told his father about the dream, but even Jacob was annoyed with him and told Joseph off. Do you really think that your mother and I and all your brothers are going to bow down to you? Don't be so ridiculous. But once Jacob had calmed down, he wondered about the dream. Perhaps Joseph had been specially chosen by God to be a leader, and the dream would come true after all. One day, Jacob sent Joseph to check on his brothers. They were in the fields looking after their flocks of sheep. By now, Joseph's brothers were so full of hatred and jealousy that they wanted to kill him. They were just waiting for a good opportunity to put their plan into action. Look, here comes the dreamer, they sneered, spotting Joseph in the distance, wearing his fancy coat of many colors. Let's kill him and throw his body into a dry well, then all his dreams will come to nothing. We can pretend that a wild animal killed him, so that we do not get into trouble. But the eldest brother, Reuben, protested, saying, Don't kill him. Let's just throw him into one of these wells. He secretly hoped to come back later and help Joseph to escape. So, when Joseph arrived, the brothers pulled off his fine coat and threw him into a dry well. Then they sat down to eat, ignoring Joseph's cries for help. A little later, one of the brothers, Judah, noticed a group of Ishmaelite traders passing by on their camels on their way to Egypt. He said to the others, I have an idea. Why don't we sell Joseph as a slave instead of murdering him? Then we won't feel so guilty. After all, he is our brother. His brothers agreed. So when the next group of Ishmaelite traders came past, they pulled Joseph out of the well and sold him to them for 20 pieces of silver. The brothers did not care that Joseph would face a hard life as a slave. To cover up what they had done, they killed a goat and dipped Joseph's coat into its blood, then took it to show their father. Jacob was horrified when he saw it. It's Joseph's coat, he wailed. He has been torn to pieces by a wild animal. Jacob was so upset that no one could comfort him, and he mourned his favorite son for a very long time.